Hey there, today I'm going to teach you how to draw Raichu from Pokemon. So we're going to start with the eyes. So he's got some big round eyes. So starting at the top, I'm just going to come around to the bottom and then back up to the top again. From here, on the top right corner, we're going to draw a smaller circle for the highlight, and then we're going to color in the inner part all black. From here, we're going to move over to the right side, and then we're going to have the head slightly tilted. So we're going to go in an angle to the right side, to the eye, and we're going to draw the same size circle, and then we'll draw that same highlight on the top right corner, and then color everything in black. Okay, from here, we'll find the center of the face between the eyes, and come down to the bottom edge of the eyes. We're going to draw a small little oval for the nose. So starting at the top middle, come around and just draw a little oval like that and color it in all black. And then we're going to locate the mouth. So just below that nose, we're just going to draw a curve. So from the left side, curve up and then down. And on the ends, we're just going to curl them up, back around. The sides of the cheeks. And then we're going to have the mouth open. So we're going to have it open just to about here. So we're going to take the sides right here, we're going to curve down to, not a point, but a kind of a rounded tip. And come back up to the right side, and then we'll draw the tongue. So going up on the left side here, and coming down on the right. So it's a little bit lower on the right side. Okay, from here we're going to move on to the ears, because it's going to be hard to draw the things behind before we draw the things on top. So the ear on the left side here is going to be drawn on top. So we'll locate it right about here. So here's the base of the ear. And it's kind of big, so it kind of comes around like this. So we're going to draw right from the edge and curve in towards the eye and curve back out again with a shorter curve. So it's a little bit longer up here than here. From here we're going to connect this to this with a curve, with an inner curve. And we're going to draw a deeper inner curve for the inner part of the ear. So we're going to curve in and then back out again. And from this tip, we're just going to do a little swirl. Swirling around almost like a 6. Now from this point, because that was on the top, we're going to start layering in the rest of the head. So we're going to draw the top of the head here. So we're going to come around to the side of the eye. So it's right about here, curve up, and come down around the side of the eye, and then we're going to go back out again. So around the cheek, we're going out, and then we're going to tuck this back underneath that mouth there. Just draw the cheek. So right about here, I'm just going to draw a half circle on that side. And go across to this side and draw this side cheek. So it's basically a big round circle, just like so. Let's draw the other ear. So we just want to make sure that we line it up. So right about here, so you see that it's curved up this way. So we're going to start here and curve up towards the right. From here, I'm just going to curve in, kind of like what we did here. And then I want to go back in and tuck that in behind the head. So we'll start on the inside by the head and curve out. Now we want to draw the inner part of the ear, so starting up here at the top, coming down, and then back out, and then the little swirl. So we want to go in the opposite direction, so rather than going like a 6, we're going to go in the opposite direction this way. So curling around and back like so. Okay, now that we have that, let's get down onto the side of the body here towards the arm. So it's got sort of like a jelly bean shaped body. So I'm just going to locate the arms. So the arms are kind of like this. So let's take this side of the back down to where my finger is. So imagine this curve going behind that ear and continuing down like so. And from here, the arm is basically a little stub. So we're going to do an overlap, come out, and then back in, almost like a C shape. And then he's got a little bit of a little wiggle in the hand here. So we'll start up here, come in, back out, in, back out, in, and then tuck that in behind the hand. So it's basically a waveform. Now from here, we're going to go over to the right side and draw this arm. But before we do that, we're just going to draw a little bit of the belly because it's drawn, again, on top of the arm. So right about here, I'm just going to draw a little curve just to get started. And I'll draw the hand behind this body and the head. So I'm going to have the hand up like this. So start up here, go out, and curve this back in, tuck that in behind the body. And like I did here, I want to do that little wiggle shape. So going in and out, all the way around, just like so. Now, before I draw the rest of the body, I'm going to draw, again, things on top. In this case, it'll be the foot. So the foot's going to be up here. So let's start at the heel and curve up and curve that around. So for that's basically one toe there. I'm doing an overlap, coming up to the top here and then curling this all the way in. Then from here, and curl this in like so, not closing it off, I'll leave it a little bit open. Then from here, I'm just going to curve out and then connect with the bottom of that heel, just like so. Right here, I'm just going to draw a foot pad. So starting at the top, it's basically an oval, goes like that. And then along the toes, I'm just going to start on this side. I'm just going to draw a line, curves, and then just kind of blends in with the side of the foot, just for a little bit of detail. Let's draw the leg part of the foot. So right about here, I'm going to have it coming around like in this direction. So right about here, I'll go up, down, and then tuck that in behind that foot. It's almost like an egg shape. Now I can go ahead and finish this body off. So tucking that in behind that leg. Let's go to this side. So this part of the body is going to come all the way around and tuck in behind this foot. So you want to sort of imagine the bottom part of this shape here, this curve. So imagine this line coming down. So it'll start basically right here, curve, and then tuck in behind that foot. From here, let's draw that little belly detail. So right about here, I'm going to draw a smaller sort of half oval. We go up and tuck this in behind that leg. Now we can draw the rest of the leg here. So this leg is bent backwards. So starting up here, I'm going to curve this behind the body. Curving down and tucking that in behind the body. Let's draw the foot. So I'm going to start right about here, come down in a straight line, and I'll bump out a curve like that. For one toe, I'm going to do an overlap, draw a second toe. Then here, I'm going to do this curve and then just bring that all the way back behind that leg. The final piece is the tail. So the tail basically comes up and up this way. So let's start with that first. So the tail, we're stuck here in the back, it'll curve towards the back. So I'm going to start at the top just because it's a little easier to draw in this direction than this way. So I'll curve around like this. I'll make it twice as thick. So I'm going to start at the top and curve in like this. So you're going to imagine this tail coming up, down, and up this way. So I'll start at the bottom. So right about here, I'm going to curve up and curve. From this point, I'm going to curve down. From this point, I'm going to go right up to the tip of the tail, straight curve. Now I'm going to aim back towards this side here, coming down with a curve. From here, I'll curve out. Now, from this point, I want to make it to right about here, which is the same thickness as this part of the tail. So it'll start to taper in thinner as I come around, that, and then a little separation, just a little curve like that. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Raichu from Pokemon. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed. You can check out our Pokemon playlist. We have a ton of characters in there. I'll be adding more every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.